Good morning, everybody. It is going to be another hot one today. Wanted to let you know, so one of the channels that I follow, Dutch, he did a video on, people have been asking him about prepping, and his first thing that he said, to get when prepping is a 22, either long rifle or a pistol, because anything else you do before that, if you can't protect it, it really doesn't matter. And I agree with him. Like, if you can't, not that you're going out looking for trouble, but if something were to happen and you can't protect the stuff that you have, and most, importantly, yourself and your family, not things necessarily, then you're out of luck anyway. So I went to go. I haven't been in the safe in a while. We've got several different safes, in several different places, and I went to go punch in the code. Nothing. Well, not true. It started chirping at me. The lock just started going. Dit, 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 dit. I was thinking, oh man. So YouTube to the rescue. I was able to find a video. You can change the battery without losing the code, and you can do it from the outside. Put a new battery in. We're good to go. I used to. This is probably, I don't know, 7, 8, 10 years ago. Probably 10 years ago. Every time I go to Dunham's, one of our local sporting goods stores, I'd buy a box of 22 long rifle ammo. Because it was cheap, with their coupons you could get it for $10 or less for 300 or 400 or 500 rounds. Not so much anymore, but that's what I did. So I've got plenty of ammunition for that. I need to start buying more just to make sure I've got it around, especially if the boys are going to start shooting. But I'm heading out to the garden now. Here's another good prep: grow some of your own food, so that if there's a gas shortage or something and the trucks can't, because all of the food, it's funny to think about how quickly food leaves the grocery store, and if trucks weren't coming in to restock it, even if it was just for a few weeks because of oil pipe breaking or something, if you don't have any of your own food or a way to procure it, that could be a problem. So having a couple of weeks worth of canned goods just is practical. So, but here's another practical way to prep: garden and then put some food away, can it. So I'll see you guys in a bit. We got our first MI Gardener seed popping up. This is just a couple days. I gotta look back at that video. Remember in that video I told you I needed to tell you guys what was being grown so that I didn't forget? Well, I've already forgotten. I think it's spinach. And you can see, you guys can see that right there. Were you guys able to see that? Just 2 little leaves. But that's something. Starting already. Well, guys, it has been a scorcher today. I don't know that the temperature's gotten as high as it was yesterday, but there's not nearly as much breeze, so it feels warmer. As such, it was kind of a day staying inside. We did have some doctor's appointments, just annual checkups for the kids. That went well. One thing that's going on, the pool is kind of green. So I bought some shock for it last night. I put the shock in there, hoping that today it would be nice and clear. Not so much, still green. So it's supposed to go 24 hours, so like later this evening. Like, it was at 9:30 by the time I put it in. I will check the levels tomorrow for chlorine. Chlorine is still really low. Normally I just have one of those floating things that you put the chlorine tablets in, and it kind of dispenses it, and it hasn't gotten the chlorine level up. Obviously when we put well water in there, there's no chlorine in there to start, so still trying to get that all figured out. In the meantime, I'm heading out to milk. Hopefully it's not going to be too terribly buggy, but I'm guessing the flies are going to be bad, so wish me luck. I wanted to show you, that was put out maybe 3 days ago tops. Look how many flies are on it. That's how bad the flies are. And it's not like we leave the barn door open. And this is another one of them. That's how bad the flies are. So I just got finished milking. Got a bucket full of milk here. And I have to say, I'm disappointed. Disappointed is the wrong word. I'm sure weather forecasting is a thankless job. But today was supposed to be 80% chance of rain. Yesterday was supposed to be, I think, 40 or 60. Tomorrow was supposed to be another 60% chance. It's been downgraded to 20. I guess the word I'm looking for is I'm bummed. Like, we kind of need the rain. The grass isn't growing. You can see the pasture that they had been on, the shorter part here, not really going back. And because of the forecast, I'm sure the guy who was going to hay for me has not been planning on not haying because he thought we were going to have rain this week. See, it's not clear. This is 24 hours. Still looks pretty green to me. Maybe by morning it'll look better. Showed you this morning when I was watering the garden, that little leaf right there that I think is spinach. But these are the cucumbers, and you can see right here and over here and over there and over there and there and there. They're not necessarily up here yet, but they're starting to come through. So, and those are the cucumbers and the zucchinis. And the rest of the garden seems to be doing well. If you got any recipes for collard greens, let me know. Oh, the horseflies are getting bad. I've never done collard greens before, but they are growing like nuts. These right here are collard greens. I've never eaten them before. So if you got any good recipes, let me know.